Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Revisited, and today we are going to revisit Speed. Yes, today we are revisiting Speed. It came out in 1994. It stars Sandra Bullock, Keanu Reeves obviously, and yeah, it's a great film. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend that you do. It is now actually being released in 4K. I didn't watch it in 4K on the DVD, or the Blu-ray rather. I actually watched it on iTunes, where they've also had a 4K upgrade on there, as well as Dolby Vision, so it was very, very nice. The movie itself is certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's worthy of it. It's a very, very good film. You literally get right into the action, and there's 3 separate parts that just, well, there's no dialogue really. You don't really know anything about this guy's life story. You know, it's just, it is what it is. He's straight in the film. You know he's a cop. That's all you really need to know. And yeah. But I'm revisiting this movie. As I said, it's been re-released in 4K, and I gotta say it looked really, really good. I don't think it looked probably that much better than the Blu-ray version did. It wasn't a crispy 4K transfer. It was okay. It wasn't that great. I think Dolby Vision and HDR played more of a role in that than actually the 4K crispiness of the image. So if you're going to be thinking of buying this just for, you know, for it being 4K, think again. Mainly buy it for Dolby Vision, or try and watch it on a Dolby Vision TV. That's where I really saw more benefits. The movie itself though is fantastic. I really enjoyed it. It's very much a throwback film. It was one of the first ever DVDs I actually owned. You know, when I was young I had a DVD player and stuff with just some random DVDs, and that was one of them. I thought it was excellent back then. I remember it blowing my mind first time watching it, and it felt the same now, you know, practically about 15 years later, it felt just as good. And yeah, I kind of want to get it in the collection. I don't know if it's going to be a 4K in the collection, as I said, but I'll have to see what the disc's all about and stuff. Maybe I will, or I'll just keep it as a digital only collection movie. Nonetheless though, the film itself is good. It's very, very like fast paced, as I said, and you want one of those films like this to be so fast paced, so like to the point. You don't really need to know the extended info of each individual character. All we knew was Annie, who is played by Sandra Bullock. She's on the bus and she's basically on her way to work. That's all we need to know. She can drive, which is kind of like a key thing there, because she drives the bus at some point. But the reason why she's on the bus is because she's not driving her car, because obviously she's got caught speeding, which, you know, the film's called Speed, kind of what, you know, needs to be. And the same with Jack, Keanu Reeves' character. We don't know anything about his like family. Like, you know, most films will develop into a character's backstory a little bit, but I guess with Speed you kind of just need to just get straight into the action, because that's what it's all about. It's just about this full-on fast-paced movie, as I say, right from the off. You know, it's fast-paced action, and hostages have been thing, and there's a bomb that's going to go off and stuff, and it's like there's that happening right at the beginning, and you know, the story just develops. It's cleverly done, don't get me wrong. There's some bits where there's a bit like, really, would that really happen? Like there's a gap in the road and the bus basically goes like this vertical, like all of a sudden it's like that, and then whoop, it's like, you know, that kind of thing doesn't really make sense. Some things didn't make sense in terms of physical, but you know, I guess you can't really look too much at stuff like that in films, because you know, if you did that, then some films wouldn't even exist. You know, some of the greatest scenes ever probably wouldn't happen. All in all though, I had a very good time with it. I thought the film was just as good as it was when I first watched it, and I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. As I say, very, very good. For me, I was disappointed with the 4K image. HDR mattered more, as I said earlier, but the story itself held up. The action was just jam-packed. Hannah had seen it before, but she didn't see it before, and she really enjoyed it, so her reaction was very, very good. And you know, it's a great film if you just want to, you know, kill some time, watch an entertaining thing for an hour and 40 odd minutes or whatever it was. But you know, I would definitely recommend it, and yeah, you guys should watch it. You know, especially now in 4K, you should give it a go again. You probably haven't seen it for a while. But there it is though, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Revisited. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.